Hey YouTube, Joe here, and I hope you see me. I hope you see me. I hope you hear me, and I hope you see in front of you very well, because it's a beautiful day in Jersey. I want to do this outside because this is a type of knife that really should be done outside. And I got a little bit of a story to tell you about it, so hopefully you're ready to listen. So what you see, this gorgeous thing in front of you, this is called the Carolina Drop Point Hunter. This is a creation from a gentleman I met online through YouTube. His name is Steve Miller from SteveMillerKnives. Now, before we get to the story about it, I just want to show it to you. This is not a review. This is just, I want to tell you about him. I want to tell you about the knife. Maybe someday soon I will review it, but I don't know. This is just almost too beautiful to use. If you know me, you know my videos. Knives that come in that are absolutely gorgeous and expensive, or not necessarily expensive, but maybe above the $100 range. I've become safe queens of mine. I'm still pondering it because I want to do this knife justice, and Steve is my friend, and I want to review this, but I want to at least get this out here, get this out there, and get his name out there. I might, after doing this video, I might put his video in the right corner here. So if you see a video pop up now, that's him showing it, this same knife in his neck of the woods. He comes from North Carolina. So let me tell you a little story about how I met up with Steve, how I wound up getting this knife. If any of you follow my channel, you know that 2016 has been a rough year. I lost my mom back in May. Since then, we all lost Sean online, and since then I've had a friend of mine whose son passed away, only 27 years old. So it's been a tough 2016. Before my mother passed away, well, let me just start by saying, if you know my channel, you know the bulk of my knife reviews are folders. But I am a fan of the fixed blades, and I'm always looking for knife makers, that are new to the game, to see styles that I like. And several months back, I came across Steve's site, Steve's YouTube channel, and I fell in love with his designs. I mean, I'm going to give you all his information. Everything's going to be, so you'll be able to, contact him or make purchases from him. But I fell in love with his creations, so I started having communication with him. So we were talking together, and everything was going good. And we came to a decision that, well, first I looked into trying to buy one of his knives. Now, I'm not trying to say his knives are expensive, but my limited budget and my limit. I try to keep everything $200 or less. Now, inquired about a knife. I don't know if it was this exact knife, but a knife like this. And I forget what the price was, but I remember it being over $200. Like, it might have been over $300. I'm not really 100% sure. I'd have to go back and look over our communications. But I'm just trying to move it to show you the nice blade and the satin finish. So we came to the conclusion that he was going to, instead of me buying a knife, we agreed that he was going to send me a knife to review. So I said, my usual question, can I cut with it? Can I do whatever? And he said, yeah, sure, no problem. So we were going back and forth on doing that. Now what happened was, as I mentioned earlier in the video, with my mom passing away, and unknown to me, which I'm going to let you know, is that he also, I just don't recall offhand what loss he suffered, but he also suffered a loss too. So we were both going through a lot at the time. So, we were like missing each other in notes. Hey Joe, blah, blah, blah. Hey Steve, blah, 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 blah. So then one time he mentioned to me, Joe, I'm sorry I didn't get around to it. I'm going to send you out a knife. You can review it, blah, blah, blah. So I just said to him, is it all right if I hold on to it for at least a month, or because I got a lot on my plate right now, He said, yeah, sure, no problem. Keep in mind, too, at the time my mom passed away, I was considering stopping making YouTube videos. I started to lose the feeling, the desire, because of my, missing my mom so much. But as you know, I wind up starting it up again only because to keep my mind off that sadness all the time, and plus the additional sadness of losing Sean and losing my friend's son. I decided to start it up again, and you know, to keep my mind busy. So during this time, when like I said before, Steve mentioned I'll send you the knife. About a month had passed by, and I went to my P.O. box. I don't go to my P.O. box often because usually nobody really, you know, sends me anything. I mean, I open the P.O. box for that reason, in case anybody wants to send me something to review. But I usually go there and I usually see junk. So this one time, after a month passed by, I went over there. I figured, it's probably Steve's knife's probably in there. And I went there and there was nothing in there. So I wasn't mad or anything, you know. I wrote back to him and I just said, hey Steve, I went to the P.O. box, there was nothing there. But, you know, basically in so many words, don't worry about it. You know, it's cool. I like your designs. I think you're going to go far. You know, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm still going to watch your, you know, your site, and maybe someday I'll, you know, can afford to buy a knife. So he wrote me back and something along the lines of, you know, oh Joe, you know, I've just been going through a lot. I'm gonna send you a knife right away. So he sends me the knife. This box comes right away, just like he said. Showing you it again a little bit. I don't know if his video is still playing in the bottom. And it comes back with this note. Now I asked him after I read the note, could I? I'm just gonna focus on there. There you go. Could I read it online? I mean, on my video. And he said, yeah, sure, no problem. So I'm going to share that with you right now. So he wrote, Joe, I'd like to say first, I know I'm about 1,000,000 years too late with this blade. This is probably the nicest knife I've made to date without beating around the bush here. I would like for you to have this knife free of charge. Now, when I read that, I am not done with this letter yet, but when I read that, I dropped. I could not believe that he was giving me this knife. So he goes on to say, this is the very least I can do in restitution for the long wait. I hope I have not offended you by the wait, and I can understand if you do not wish to review the knife. I appreciate your understanding and continued support, and I hope this knife will bring you many years of use. From one knife fanatic to another, Steve Miller. And there's his, what is it coming in there? His signature, Steve Miller, with a little design. And then he goes on to say the knife steel and stuff. So I'm going to read that off here. Hopefully I can read his writing. The knife steel used is, yes, I think it's 1089 HC steel, handle material, Hunter's Orange G10, 416 stainless pins, and a hollow ground edge bevel. So Steve, I've said it to you on Instagram, and I've also Insta-messaged you, and now I am saying this in an open video. Thank you so much for this. Sorry guys, had a little bit of camera issues, but I'm back. So as I was saying, Steve, thank you so much for this incredible gift. I'm never going to forget it. I'll always have this. Whether I decide to use it or not is another story, but at least I want to get your name out there and tell people about your fantastic designs. And I just, like I said, I just want to openly say thank you. I never forget, years ago, I had a job that involved me going to North Carolina, and I remember the thing I said to people when I went there is that those people are so nice that they would give the shirt off their back, and just by your generosity, you just enhanced that feeling. So thanks again. So everyone else who's watching, definitely check out Steve Miller. I definitely call him a friend. He's got fantastic designs. If you want designs, he is working. If you want designs. If you want to buy knives from him, he is working with a website called USA Made Blade. I'm sure you've heard of it. I'm going to put all the information you could possibly need to get in touch with Steve, to check out his YouTube channel, to check out his Instagram, to go on USA Made Blade, everything that needs to be done for you to get together to check his designs out, and if you're interested, to make a purchase. I find his designs to be exciting. They're fantastic. They're clean. I mean, he's hit me, when you think about it, he's hit me where it really hurts. I love satin, I love orange. I mean, I'll even admit, I'm not a big fan of mosaic pins, and if this was mosaic pins, I'd have to say, yeah, I like everything, but I don't like the mosaic pins. Even that he didn't do. This is, I mean, I'm sure he does mosaic pins, but these, I don't forget what I said earlier in the mail, but this knife is absolutely perfect. I mean, you couldn't ask for a nicer knife. Look at that in the hand. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a shame to use such a beautiful knife when you really think about it. So there you have it. This video's been a long time coming. Like I said, just been very busy with a lot of different stuff and pumping out other stuff, but I wanted to dedicate some time. I was waiting for a decent day in New Jersey to bring this outside, and for once it finally dropped below 90-degree heat, and it's a pretty nice day, so I wanted to bring this knife to your attention. So definitely check out Steve Miller Knives, check out his stuff. Let me know what you think of this knife. Let me know what you think of his other knives that are on his channel. If you do go to his channel and you like what you see and you sub, make sure you tell him that Joe from Waves to 64 sent you. Sub the guy. He's a great guy. He has great video content. And like I said, he has great knife designs. So thanks again, Steve. Everyone, take care. Thanks for watching. God bless. And have a nice day. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed my video. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks everyone. Take care.